If man lives bound by his humanity, if he is tied forever to his pain, let a greater being then arise from man. If man is incapable, if man is impotent, forget him, discard him, discard him. In that case, let a greater being then rise from man. If man cannot be transformed into a greater being, forget about man. The superhuman with eternal mate and immortal shine through earthly form. Forget about him and let a greater being arise. How? She is not describing that. But it is a necessity. If this world is true, if you have made this world, and if it is your world which has to be true, then let a greater being come. If man is incapable of rising to that kind of a demand, forget man. If an ape cannot become man, forget about ape, let man come. Let a greater being then arise from man, the superhuman with eternal mate, and immortal shine through earthly form. This is important. This has to happen. Whatever be the process, by what mechanism it is going to happen, this must occur. If man cannot come, let Superman come and establish life divine here. If this is not going to happen, then this creation is vain. Else was the creation vain, and this great world nothing that in time's moment seems to be. If this cannot happen, then this whole creation is a failure. But she says, but I have seen to the insentient mask, to this whole veil of inconscience, I have seen, what I have seen? I have felt the secret spirit stir in things, carrying the body of the growing God. Through the whole process, through the inconscience itself, the screen of inconscience, I have seen that every object here is carrying the body of the growing God. He has to be here, carrying the body of the growing God. It looks through veiling form at veilless truth. It pushes back the curtain of the God. It climbs towards its own eternity. So, there is a good hope in the utterance of Savitri for man. For man. If man cannot rise, forget about man, let Superman come and do things. But then she says, look, but I have seen even behind man something. Let him come forward, she says. But I have seen through the insentient man, I have felt the sacred spirit stir in things, carrying the body of the growing God. It looks through varying forms at veilless truth. It pushes back the curtain of the God. It climbs towards its own eternity, its own eternity. It has come from there, it's going back. So this is what Savitri is answering to the radiant God. But the radiant God is still kind of testing her, you see. But the God answered to the woman's heart. O living power, the incarnate word. What a compliment he is paying to Savitri by calling her the living power of the incarnate word. incarnate word. She has taken a mortal birth. Word, the power of expression of the divine himself, Brahma. Oh, living power, incarnate word. So, he is addressing her power, not knowledge. You have knowledge? No. You have power to execute things. Therefore, the word and power, word stands for the power of expression of Brahma himself. Word on Brahma's lap. This is what we are saying. Book 7, Canto 5. Word on Brahma's lap. Saraswati in the Indian mythology. Saraswati, goddess Saraswati. She is the spouse of Brahma, the consort of Brahma. Word. She is the power of expression. Oh, living power. So she is not sitting there quietly. Up there, she is Gayatri. Down below, here, she is Savitri. She is Savitri here. So, in the transcendent, in Brahma's world, permanently she is there as a spouse in the form of Gayatri. She comes here, the mortal creation, as Savitri to carry out Brahma's will in the creation. Therefore, incarnate, therefore, word, power, all that thing. O living power, the incarnate word, all that is spirit dream, thou canst create. You can create all those things, what you have been saying, because it is a dream of the spirit. The spirit dreams it. Unfortunately, spirit cannot create. The creation is an aspect, is a job of word, execution. She is the executrix. O living power, incarnate word, all that the spirit has dreamed, thou canst create. Thou art the force by which I made the worlds. Thou art my vision and my will and voice. That is what Savitri is. His vision and his will and his voice.
The Shakti of the divine, no?
Divine.
The Shakti of the divine.
Yeah, well, power, Shakti. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But Shakti as an executrix.
Yeah.
Who is executing things, an action. You see. Thou art the force by which I made the world. Thou art my vision and my will and my voice. What you are speaking, it is that I am speaking through you. What you are willing, it is I who is willing through you. What you are seeing, it is I, it is you, it is I you are seeing through me. Thou art my vision and my will. Again, see, practically monosyllabic. Thou art my vision, my will and voice. Vision and will and voice. But, and the alliteration of vision and voice be thou art my vision and my will and voice. Again, the art of poetry is there. See, he doesn't say, thou art my vision and my will and my voice. He said, my vision, my will and voice. If you put my here, it will cut off from the will. Yes, You are a living power, but that power is not devoid. Thou art my force, thou art the force by which I made the world. Thou art my vision and my will and voice. But knowledge too is thine. It's not only power, you have this knowledge also. The word plan thou knowest. Why this creation was made? What for all these things? The stars are moving, suns are there. For what? You seem to know the world plan also. And the tardy process of the pace of time. You are aware of that thing also. The tardy process of the pace of time. The evolution is a slow march, and repeatedly Shivan uses the phrase in Life Divine, slow evolution. The phrase is slow evolution. He uses repeatedly the phrase slow evolution. Therefore, the tardy process of the pace of time, there is slow evolution. Now, the justification for the slow evolution is that every detail is attended. Nothing is left at all, you see. Every detail has to be attended. You don't want to rush and leave things aside and reach the goal. Every detail has to be attended. The tardy process of the pace of time. And then he says, the process of the time is tardy, all right, but your heart is impetuous. You want to cut short this tardy process of time and achieve all that life divine, etc., all those things today, this moment. You are a hasty girl. You don't understand things. In the impetuous drive of thy heart of flame, in the passion to deliver man and earth, indignant to the impediments of time, and slow evolutions, sluggard steps. See, he uses now here again deliberately the process. The slow evolution, sluggard steps. Lead not the spirit in an ignorant world to dare too soon the adventure of the light, pushing the bound and slumbering God in man, awakened with the ineffable silences into endless vistas of the unknown and unseen, across the last confines of the limiting mind and the superconscious perilous borderline, into the danger of the infinite. There is a danger if you want to hasten the process. The danger of the infinite himself. The danger of the infinite himself is there. Don't be hasty. You understand the pragmatics of things. Why the slow evolution is there, why the process of time is tardy, you understand that. Don't lead things too hastily. They can be disastrous. Obviously,
What he means by
they can be disastrous.
no, what he means by why he is telling her don't go so hurry. What he means by this?
What he is driving at is go slowly, let the time work out things. You want drive divine, okay, it will happen. Let time work it out. Why you are in haste?
He wants her hurry.
She wants life divine today, now, this moment. I am sitting here on my dining table. Please give me life divine this instance. You see.
Why not be hurry?
And he says, no, it will be dangerous. It has the danger of the infinite.
Every detail must be elaborated. You told before, every detail must be elaborated.
Yeah, well, there is a purpose of this, as I said, you slow evolution. For what purpose? That every detail is attended. Every detail is attended. See, it is something like this. The Supreme is there, he can do whatever he wants. Just like that. But he won't do it. Why? See, first comes inconscience, then comes matter, then comes life, then comes mind, etc., etc., etc. Why can't suddenly supermind descend into matter? Why it has to go through life and mind and all that? Supermind is all powerful, it can achieve whatever it wants. Why can't it straight away enter into matter and change matter?
Yes, I understand. But she didn't show that she is in hurry. I mean, why he is telling her now, don't be hurried?
Because
He didn't see she was in hurry.
no, she is explaining to her the pragmatics of things. She wants life divine to be changed, the earthly life to be changed to life divine and all that thing. Yes, it will happen in the course of time. Don't make haste, he says.
Because she was making her.
Yes, of course. She wants that thing. Yeah. Yeah. She wants that. Therefore, he is cautioning her, look, impatient girl, take things slowly, gradually, all that will happen. All that will happen, you see. Yeah. See, as I was telling you, you have got all the stages. Why the stages are built? Matter and life and then mind and then higher and higher and higher like that. Because if supermind were to directly descend into matter, matter will simply get crushed by it. It will not be able to bear the possibilities. So, do you want to crush matter by bringing down supermind directly? Do you want to crush things here at the moment as they are by bringing down that thing when that thing is not ready? Therefore, it is danger of the infinite. That is the danger of the infinite. Mind has to come only after life established in matter. Prana Sharira Neta. That is what you prana life, vital life, is the leader of the body. Then Manomaya Purusha, he is the leader of life in matter. Mental being is the leader of life in matter. You have to establish those stages first. In other words, we are preparing more and more gradually to bring down the supermind. I mean, it's like saying, look, I am ready. Supermind, please come down and sit in me. I'll be simply crushed. Not that he cannot do it, but I will not be able to bear it. I'll be crushed. I'll become mad. And the superconscious, perilous borderline, into the danger infinite. But if thou wilt not wait for time and God, do then thy work and force thy will on fate. What you can do is, you are not able to do it. Stay back to earth and carry on your toilsome work. Prepare earth nature for that thing to happen. If thou wilt not wait for time and God, do then thy work and force thy will on fate. Now, this is exactly, in fact, we shall see when we come to that, this is exactly the same kind of advice the Supreme is giving to Savitri, which was given by the Divine Mother, the Supreme Mother herself, to Ashwapati. In Book 3, the book of the Divine Mother, the vision and the boon, when Ashwapati approaches the Divine Mother, she says, I know why you have come to me. I know what you want. She says, but please don't force the issue. Let time work out things by itself. Don't force the issue. He advises her. She advises him. But then this man has the courage to say, sorry, madam, I am not going to accept your advice. I want to force the issue. His tapasya has grown so much strong that he can make a counter proposal to her. You are saying do this. No, no, I want to do it like this. He can set up big counter proposal to her. And then he says, because she says that if you hurry up things, then you are simply crushing the universe, crushing the world, crushing the creation by hastening the pace of things. Things are not ready here. And therefore don't make haste. But then Ashwapati says to her, why you are placing your hand on a single bar of time? She says all the while, time will take care of it. Let things happen in the course of time. And he says, why you are placing your hand only on one single bar of time? It cannot be so. I want things to be differently done. And how? That is possible only if you come down here and take mortal birth. I want to hasten the pace of time, but that hastening of the pace of time is possible only if you yourself incarnate here. And then she obliges, okay, I will come as Savitri. Then she obliges him, okay. So, see, that is the free will. It is not a clash of one free will against another free will. It is one truth will under supporting the other truth will. So here also exactly the same situation. She is telling us, Savitri, please don't hurry up. Things will happen in the course of time. Why you are in haste? Because otherwise there is the danger of the infinite all along. But if you are not able, if you are not willing to wait, then okay, carry on your own work here in the meanwhile. This was the advice, exactly the same kind of an advice was given by the Divine Mother to Ashwapati also. Do your work here ahead of time.